Welcome to 52 Weeks of Gaming. As always, I'm here just to pass it along and point out that, hey, we are almost halfway through the year of Nick playing through games and talking about them for year two. So let's just jump right in and see what he has for us this week. Nick? So this week is Riverbond. As always, I know nothing about these games. I will say I picked this game because when I was going through trying to figure out a game to play, there was a watermelon with a bandana holding a crossbow. And if that doesn't explain my idea of a fun time, I don't know what does. So I know really nothing about this game, as I said, and I'm gonna hopefully figure it out over the course of this week. We'll find out. So Riverbond is a game that is developed by a company called Coco Cucumber, and they have a few other games out, and Riverbond itself has been kind of, I want to say, in development, and for the past few years it's been at PAX as an indie showcase sort of thing, and won numerous awards since 2017 and through 2018 until it's been released this year, or earlier this week, which would have been June 9th, on PC, PS4, and Xbox, and it is described as a dungeon crawl, hack and slash in a voxel world, and a voxel world means that pixelated look that a lot of games seem to go and have, where it's not fully pixel, it's kind of like 3D isometric. But that's the story behind it, and it's getting really good reviews. You're getting a lot of people who are going and talking about how it's a great kind of drop-in, drop-out co-op game, and it's fun, and this little like niche market that it goes and hits is pretty interested in it, and it's got some great feedback for it, and we're going to hear what Nick has to go and say about it now. So Riverbond is a crazy game that I don't know if I ever would have played if I didn't see it at the Microsoft E3 presentation, and then scrolling through Game Pass, go and be like, hey, why does this game have a watermelon with a bandana shooting a crossbow on the cover? Because, that's what everyone wants to know. And I was just like, this game seems like it's right up my alley, and so I decided to download it and try it, and that's how that came to be. And I will give it to the game. It's a lot of fun. It is very, I want to say, simplistic in the sense of you have these 8 adventures you go on, which all culminate in defeating a boss, and there is an overarching story, so I would say do the 8 adventures in order, because then you're going to kind of understand how things go, and the things like the watermelon are skins for your character, so you have that to go and deal with. But it's a fun game. It's, I guess the best way to put it would be like a dungeon crawler, hack and slash, like a isometric view for a game. And so you don't have like too many like difficult things to go and learn or figure out. You basically have different weapons that you can go and pick up and use to go and defeat the enemies that are in the game and complete the objectives for each little level that get to the next one. And there's hidden areas and items and an overall score you can go and do, and it has couch co-op, so you can do a co-op if you want to, or you can play by yourself. And again, it's not a game that takes a long time to go and complete or finish, but it's something that I really enjoyed, and I'm glad that I went and played it. It was a lot of fun to go and do, and it was kind of over the top ridiculous, and seeing a watermelon running around going and shooting a blaster at some frogs, but that's what it's about, and everything's kind of pixelated, and so it's not anything too abnormal or out of the ordinary, but it fits in the overall story and how everything's done and created. And I enjoyed it. It was a fun game to me, and that's really what I look for in this, is trying to find fun games, and I think I found one. So as always, who would want to go and play this game? I really think everyone should go and play this. I think it's something that everyone would go and get some sort of enjoyment out of, and because it's not something completely complicated or over the top or ridiculous, and so like kids can go and play it, because it is, again, very straightforward. There's no things like blood or gore or anything. It's just all blocks that kind of blow up, so it's kind of has that, I want to say, like Minecraft-esque feel sort of to it, because it's all the blocks and it's not something crazy bad, but it's something that I think everyone would kind of find some form of enjoyment in some way, shape, or form. Now, since you've beaten the game completely, do you think you're going to go back and play the game at all? I don't think I'm going to go and play it more, just because I've beaten it already, and in that sense, I guess you can try to go and do a better score or go and do some co-op stuff. But it's something that I think once you kind of do a full playthrough, you'll appreciate and understand it, and if anything, it makes you want to go and check out the developers' other games to see how they are, because if you like how the game is, obviously you might like what the developer's doing for other stuff, so you're going to want to check that out. So that's probably what I'm going to go and do, and see other stuff that the developers made instead of continuing to play this game, but it's all because of this game that I'm doing that in the first place.